Hi everyone. Very good evening. This is Dr.Abinaya Vijayakumar. I'm a doctor and a motherhood empowerment coach. So this is for the first time I'm coming live on Instagram. So I wanted to do this for a very long time, but I couldn't do for some unfortunate reasons. So I just don't wanted to prolong any bit. So don't expect perfection because I'm just in the beginner stage of doing live. So, why this live? First and foremost, I wanted to address many of the queries live, but I couldn't do it for a long time. So, I thought I would join and start with the session so that maybe once in a week we could meet up and clear all your doubts. So, today I will also discuss about a topic before which I just wanted to know that many of you showed interest towards the post to pregnancy silver membership. Varanda. Silver membership of foster pregnancy. So Get Mommified Hub is our community. We have nearly 500 plus mothers. So if you want to be a part of Get Mommified Hub and if you would like to start learning about foster pregnancy, then you can check out all the highlights section, what the mothers feel about the session, and then you can post your queries regarding this. So what all you will get, you will be paying for one course. In turn, you will be getting 8 courses. So all the courses are as follows. First is the positive pregnancy blueprint, where you will understand what is positive pregnancy. This is not a any other course. It is a lifestyle that you're going to start adapting from today. So what is positive pregnancy? What is the importance of positive pregnancy? Why do you need positive pregnancy? What is the impact of positive pregnancy on you, your baby, your pregnancy, your labor, etc., etc. And I will also tell you simplified Garb Sanskar stories and historical examples and real life examples. Apart from that, you will know how to design your pregnancy board with lots of affirmations and how to do visualization. All that sort will be covered in the 3-day positive pregnancy blueprint pre-recorded course. Along with this course, you will be getting number 1, baby communication mastery. That is how to talk with your baby. Why should you talk? What is the importance of communication? What all you should do and you should not do, and what are the other language of communication, some exercises to activate the right brain, and when you can't talk with your baby, what all you can do. So all that will be covered along with involving the partner as well as the family members in your pregnancy journey in communicating with the baby. Next is the antenatal nutrition intensive. So here you would know all about the myths and facts about nutrition. What is bioabsorption in pregnancy? This topic would not be covered in any other pregnancy courses. I'm 200% sure about that. So you will understand in a very simplified way what is bioabsorption, how bioabsorption works in pregnancy, and having a diet checklist in plan, what all you can have, what would be a model diet plan for your first trimester, second trimester, third trimester, as well as during your breastfeeding. And then third, we will move on to the antenatal fitness intensive. Why is fitness very important in your journey? What all you can do, how you can start, what are the do's and don'ts, and you will also get access to weekly thrice live yoga sessions. As of now, we are having only one slot. It is done by a trained yoga certified BMYS doctor, Dr. Purnima. So she will be handling the session weekly thrice. It will be on Monday, Wednesday and Friday. So you will be getting access to it for free. Okay, that is about antenatal fitness intensive. Apart from that, you will also claim labor management blueprint, which is trusted by at least 2000 plus mothers and have had great results in their labor journey. They could visualize their entire labor and they could do it very successfully with not much of not much of cost involved. It is all about the mindset. So the mother who is prepared for her labor handles the labor better. So here in that labor blueprint, you will understand exactly how to handle your labor better. Next is the positive breastfeeding intensive. Here you will understand all the do's and don'ts, myths, facts, positions of breastfeeding, what is poor latching, what is right latching, what are all the signs you should see, what are all the complications or challenges that you could face in your breastfeeding journey regarding your breast, regarding your baby, how much duration should you feed each time, how long should you feed, what are all the breast pumps available, how could you do breast pumping, and what about the artificial feeds, complementary feeds, all that will be covered in breastfeeding journey. Next would be your postpartum care model. Here, postpartum is a phase where we tend to forget ourselves. Once the baby is outside, outside your abdomen, you're going to concentrate on that little human, forgetting yourself. But with this postpartum course, you will understand what are all the red flags that needs immediate attention, what all you have to do to maintain your inner peace, so that when you are happy, a happy mother is going to give rise to a happy baby. That applies true even in the postpartum. We can see what are all the red flag signs and we could address it well ahead before it goes into postpartum blues or postpartum depression. Along with this, you will also understand about what you need to do towards your postpartum fitness journey. Now that you have had labor and stuff, the weight gain which you gained during the pregnancy is not going to go out in a single day. It will take some time. So in this course, you will understand step by step in a very simplified way how to start with your weight loss journey in a very sustainable, natural way. Next, you will also have access to infant massage blueprint by certified trainer Mrs. Ashma Parvin. She has taken an expert session and the mommies in the community loved it. And the proud fact about this is she is one member of Get Mommified Hub. She got into the course when she was pregnant. After her pregnancy, after her child was born, she learned infant massage training and she got certified in the same, and now she is doing regular webinars, and it was my privilege to have an expert talk by her in Get Mommified Hub. So the recording of that 2 days recording, that will also be available in infant massage blueprint. Along with this, you will get WhatsApp community access where you put a message about something that you are facing. At least 20 plus mothers will come for your rescue stating that, hey, this is not a problem, hey, this is a problem, you need to address this. I also had similar stories and I did this worked for me. This is like a sisterly community where you get any help from others without any expectation in return. Okay, you put something out, if they know the answer or if they have gone through the same, they would immediately come for help. They will never wait for me to reply, but they will also shower their love and their experience in helping you out. So along with this, you can also communicate in WhatsApp with me, sharing your reports, getting it clarified. All this will be available as a bundle. This is the silver membership of Get Mommified Hub. What are you going to pay? As of now, it is available in 50% price, which is 2,500. And how long is the course accessible? It is accessible for lifelong. The membership is going to be lifelong. All the videos can be accessed lifelong. You just purchase it, you're going to stick with me till the very end of our lives. Okay, so this is all about the post-pregnancy bundle. You pay for one course and you're going to get 8 courses along with WhatsApp community support and my support. Along with this, we are also planning for expert sessions from time to time. Maybe in a week or next week, we'll plan shloka expert to bring about the importance of chanting shloka in pregnancy. Similarly, I've been planning for many other expert opinions and expert talks in the upcoming days as well. So come join us to be a part of this amazing community, which is the fastest growing community with least expectation but full of love, full of care, and a mother telling you what they undergone, what helps for them, what works for them, so that you understand better. And this is not a doctor taking up another course. This is a mother plus doctor who did this course. So it all started with my pregnancy journey. And to be very clear on why am I doing what I'm doing, I had an amazing pregnancy because I understood that a happy mother can give rise to a happy baby. So when I started learning more about Garbh Sanskar, I was prioritizing myself and my baby to be happy always. So when I did this, I have seen immense results, immense benefits in my pregnancy, and I could see the same results in my child. I could see that he senses me better, he understands me better, we have an amazing rapport with each other, and he also has a great IQ comparatively. As a mother, it's our prime responsibility to give a positive environment for the child. It's not about the IQ that I'm worried about, it's about a good human that you should give to the nature. With all the things happening in this society today, as a mother of a son or a daughter, we should give rise to a good human being. The future of the nation is well designed in your womb. If you don't take the action today, nothing else you do in the later stage is going to yield this result. This result as of today, because pregnancy is a golden period and baby's subconscious mind is active, and baby is going to listen to you with all their heart and soul. And to be very simple, whatever you tell your baby, talk to your baby during this phase of pregnancy, this is equal to telling your baby 1 lakh times when they are outside your womb. Then imagine how precious is this period. So do not waste this period just with your scans and blood tests. Of course, that is important, but physical well-being and emotional well-being has to go hand in hand. If one takes the biggest place and the other takes least priority, your pregnancy is not going to be a happy pregnancy. So this is all about how it all started. And when I went with the same Josh to other mothers asking about how their pregnancy was, 9 out of 10 mothers came with some physical challenges, stating that, oh my god, I'm having this, I'm having that. But what I could see is, I know that every pregnancy is different, but if you keep the physical challenge as the biggest stone near your eye, you cannot see the beauty of your pregnancy. This is not just about the physical changes, but about a world that you're creating inside for your baby. If you could set this world right, the second world, what they see outside once they are born, the expectation towards that second world is going to be much more beautiful. And to add to this fact, my son have done 3 world records at the age of 1 year and 4 months. And it was very easy for him to do because he had such a grasping power. He understood better, he reflected better, he behaves better. So all this I owe to Garbh Sanskar and simplified Garbh Sanskar techniques, which I followed during my pregnancy. If you want to learn the same, then come join me at Get Mommified Hub. So with that, I just wanted to discuss an important topic today. Very short, brisk, few common questions that we have in mind. So today's topic is going to be bleeding in pregnancy. Most of the mothers get alarmed the moment they see any spotting of bleeding during the pregnancy, right? It's the same for every mother. Doesn't matter if we know the fact or doesn't know the fact. Once we see some spotting of bleeding, our emotions go out of control, thinking the extreme opposite of what happens to the baby. But not all the time, all the spotting and bleeding is going to be a problem. You can have spotting and bleeding even without any complication. So in today's session, we will learn in detail about this. First and foremost, during the early pregnancy, say 6 to 8 weeks, you can have mild spotting or even some amount of bleeding, which is called implantation bleeding. That is, the egg which is fertilized by the sperm, this fertilized egg is now searching for a place to get implanted, to get seeded better, so that it can grow into a full human being. So when the uterus is there and this fertilized ovum is going to get attached to one area of the uterus, it is going to penetrate this area better so that it enters deeply and stays firmly there. So when it is doing, some amount of walls are shed, which is reflected as some spotting or bleeding. This can happen anywhere between 5 to 8 weeks. This is what we call as implantation bleeding. But anytime you have implantation bleeding, do not take it very easy, like, okay, this could be implantation bleeding. Any bleeding during any week of pregnancy, you need to do a scan. You need to do a scan to see if your cervix, that is the mouth of uterus, is closed. And second, you need to see if the fetal heartbeat is present and it is good. The normal heartbeat will be somewhere between 120 to 160. So in this range, if it is present, it is completely alright. It's not a single number, it's always a range. So anywhere between 120 to 160, it's going to be a normal heart rate. So check for these 2 factors if any time you have bleeding or spotting. Your gynecologist can also advise you to take Sustain progesterone supplement for few weeks to add a cushion effect to your pregnancy. Okay. During like 20 weeks or 12 weeks, 20 weeks or 25 weeks, if you are having bleeding, there could be another reason. In early pregnancy, like 8 to 10 weeks or 12 weeks, when you have bleeding, there might be a chance of subchorionic hemorrhage or hematoma. This is nothing but some amount of blood or blood clot inside the or near the placental region. Okay. So this could be a reason behind spotting and bleeding. If subchorionic hemorrhage or hematoma is present, your doctor would advise you to stay at rest till the next scan, which will be done at least like 4 weeks or 6 weeks later. Mostly it resolves on its own as pregnancy advances, but we need to follow it up in every scan. That is one thing. Then even in mid pregnancy or late pregnancy, if you have spotting or bleeding, we have to rule out placenta previa, which is low lying placenta, or abruptio placenta, which is placenta getting separated from the wall. During these times, during low lying placenta, again bed rest is important, along with progesterone supplements, and sometimes blood thinners can be given, and you need close observation by your gynecologist. If it is abruptio placenta, it needs immediate attention. If it is more than 35 or 36 weeks, the doctor might deliver you. More than even 32 or 33 weeks, the doctor would advise to go for delivery without waiting, because it is a life-threatening condition. Otherwise, normal pregnancy itself can have spotting and bleeding throughout the pregnancy. Every time, make sure that you do ultrasound to see for the fetal heart rate if it is in the normal range, and second, if the cervical os, the mouth of the uterus, is closed. These two factors has to be checked mandatorily. This is about bleeding in pregnancy. So if you have any doubts, you could ask me regarding this so that I can clarify. Thank you so much everyone, whoever has joined. Thank you so much Madhu, thank you so much Kanti, Divya, Vinita. So do let me know if you have any doubts. So do not expect perfection, because I am not a person of perfection. I never would have done anything what I am doing today. At least 1% I would have not done if I would have waited for perfection, because I am not a perfect person. Very sorry. I am just course correcting myself. So with all your support in the upcoming days, I would better these live sessions and come up with proper timing. I could not tell out the timings before, because I was not sure whether I would be doing this today or not. If any doubts, I would clarify. I would also provide the link of the post-pregnancy bundle in the story. Do check it out and make use of this opportunity, where you are going to claim 50,000 course for just 2,500. You pay for one course and you are going to get 8 courses with lifelong community support as well as live yoga sessions. And Purni would be always telling me, she's a yoga instructor, so she would be always telling me like, ma'am, yoga sessions will somewhere cost 1,500 every month for weekly 3 sessions. So why are you doing all this for free? I said, it has to be a bundle. People has to come inside and they should get everything, whatever they wanted. They should not go in search of something else. So even today, when mothers come out asking like, can we do any other sessions on this and that, I would try to bring out that session, as an expert talk into the community. So once you join the Get Mommified Hub, there is no need for joining any other workshop or any other community. We have got everything covered for you. So make use of this best opportunity, and I'll see you inside the community. If any doubts, I'll clarify. Otherwise, we can close it. Mandatory checks before conceiving. If you are anxious to conceive, that is, you are married for quite some time, or you wanted to get conceived for a long time, then you are planning for a healthy pregnancy. First, your lifestyle has to be in check. Okay, physical activity, proper weight, and cutting down on junk, all that matters a lot. We take it for ease, but that's what matters a lot, because everyone focuses on getting pregnant. Okay, getting pregnant is one task, I understand, but having a healthy pregnancy is the bigger goal. You get pregnant, but already if you are 100 kgs, 110 kgs or 90 kgs and you are very short, so your weight for the height is very high, then in pregnancy again you are going to gain at least 15 kgs of weight. So if this is taking place, you have got pregnant, but this pregnancy phase can be little hectic and challenging, with ups and downs, or glucose levels going up, or blood pressure not in control. So what we need to focus on long term or in towards pregnancy is having a healthy pregnancy and healthy labor and a healthy child, rather than just getting pregnant. So first is your lifestyle. Have some sort of exercise in place, walking or exercise, something in place. Second is your eating pattern, cut down on all junks. Third is a mindset. I cannot stress this enough because you do everything right, but internally, if your mind is literally, asterisked up, then we couldn't do anything, because mental peace of the mother plays a great role in setting the environment for the baby, even for the father. The emotions of the mother and father decides the quality of their egg and sperm. So if you are planning for pregnancy, you can start preparing yourself for that parenting journey, or to provide that positive environment for the child. So your inner peace, your mindset, and your happiness, both father and mother, that matters a lot. And then if you're looking for medical point of view, mandatory things, an ultrasound scan to see if there is any polycystic ovaries, if you have problem with regular periods, and a thyroid profile, again if you have any irregular periods. And for the husband, if you're anxious to conceive or it's been long time, then you can do a sperm count, okay, the semen analysis to look for the quality of the sperm, count of the sperm, motility of the sperm, all that can be done. Apart from this, the bigger picture is the lifestyle, the nutrition, lifestyle, the happiness of the mother and father. So that's what matters a lot. Anything else? Feeling weak, pain and gas after 6 months of normal labor. Please give any solution, ma'am, and milk supply also low. First and foremost, most of the mother do this mistake that once the baby is born, they stop their iron and calcium supplements. Please do not do this. At least follow calcium and iron supplements for 1 year after labor. Okay, that is the recommended duration for you to take iron and calcium supplement. Apart from that, concentrate on yourself as well. Okay, there are two things that you could do. One is only you could do for the baby. Second is anyone else can also do for the baby. For example, breastfeeding the child only you could do. But taking care of the baby, playing with the baby, or giving bath to the baby, or just watching the baby when the baby is active, awake, that can be done by any of the family members, not just you. So sticking with the baby for the longer duration, forgetting yourself, that's going to ruin yourself or take out all your energy on the longer run. So many mothers have this bad habit of being a super mom. They feel happy doing everything by themselves. You can do, but not necessarily. If you have help, make use of the help. If you have someone to take care of the baby, you take rest during that time, or you do things that make you happy. If you don't prioritize yourself, your me time, no one else is going to come and lend it to you. Okay, that will never happen. Anyone, anytime anyone will come to you and, oh my god, you're spending a lot of time, I'll take care of the baby, you go listen to some music, you sleep for some time. Usually elders in the family will say, sleep while you sleep. Only that applies for the first few weeks, but even after that, no one will actually talk about that. So you need to prioritize yourself. Once you start prioritizing yourself, maybe physical exercise or your hobbies or something that frees your mind, liberates your mind, you will feel more energized. Only when your cup is full, you can serve others with your cup. That's very important. And low milk supply, if the baby is post 6 months, you can start on complementary feeds. And if not, first and foremost, never ever mistake milk supply. Okay, never ever think baby is crying a lot, maybe my milk supply is gone. Or during the initial days, my breast used to get wet a lot of time. My dress goes wet after 2 hours of feeding, but nowadays it doesn't get wet. That means my milk supply is low. No, not necessary always the dress has to be wet every 2 hours or 2.5 hours like before to say that your milk supply is still intact. The milk supply changes, the quality and quantity of milk changes according to the age of the baby. So only if the baby is not latching for even at least few minutes, or if the baby is not at all sleeping well, not at all gaining weight, that means your milk supply is low. Or if the baby's urine output is less than 6, that means your milk supply is low. Otherwise, take lots of water, take high protein diet, include garlic, shark, egg, vegetables, fruits. All the fruits and all the vegetables can be taken, but taken in moderation. Okay, so, and hydrate yourself. So all that matters a lot in the milk supply. And most importantly, trust your body. Only when you trust that I can exclusively breastfeed my baby, the baby is going to, you are going to feed your baby. When your confidence level goes down, your stress level increases, which again impacts your breast milk supply. Hope I answered. Happy to see you in live, ma'am. Thank you. And for that, I actually have to thank my son, because we made a deal. So I said, you should not disturb me. He said I should not disturb him. So he's doing his drawing and I'm doing live. So thanks to him. What symptoms are seen when taking abortion pills? So usually the abortion pills, what is prescribed is a combination of mifepristone with misoprostol. I will not say the dosage, because it can be sometimes counter-usative. So when you use misoprostol, you will have symptoms like vomiting, diarrhea, stomach upset, giddiness, palpitations might be there. So if possible, you can stay in observation for quite some time after, if you are taking it, like I would highly recommend you to take it with the doctor's advice. Do not take it over the counter in pharmacies. So when you take it at the advice of the doctor, try to be in the observation for at least 4 hours. So when you be in that 4 hours, once you take misoprostol, the products of conception will be mostly out within the first 4 hours. Ideally, we will wait up to 24 hours, but most of the cases within 4 hours it will come out. So that you can be also rest assured, if any symptoms, it can be managed by the doctor in the facility. Because if you once come to home and then you feel some nauseating symptoms, diarrhea symptoms, so when you have that side effects or the expected symptoms like this, you couldn't manage it when you are at home. So ideally it will come down once the products of conception are out. And do not forget to do a check scan after 7 to 10 days to make sure that all the products of conception is out and there is no retained products, because that's going to be a hell of a problem if it is not counter checked. Okay. Hi ma'am, can I know why endometrial thickness will be less? Endometriosis thickness will be less. So endometriosis, I'm not well versed with the topic because it's been quite some time. Maybe some other time I will read it out fully, rewind my energy, my mind, and then I'll come back. Okay, I remember reading it for the last time few years back. So I'll give it a read and I'll refresh my memory and come back to it. I have hypothyroidism, chance to get pregnant, ma'am, but my periods regular. So it's again, when your periods are regular, it's not going to be much of a problem. But the problem lies in, once you are getting pregnant, you need to make sure that hyper or hypothyroidism has to be controlled properly with drugs. Otherwise, it can lead to thyroid issues in baby. When congenital thyroid disorders come in baby, it's going to be a bigger issue and sometimes it can be life-threatening. So if the periods are regular, mostly it won't have a problem. Okay, so make sure you take your tablets regularly and see to that it is controlled. Yes, you can give formula milk if you been taken every remedies, but still your milk supply is extremely low. And yes, you can take the advice of your doctor to make sure that you give it in proper quantity. Do not over give it. Many of the times mothers do that. Hemorrhagic ovarian cyst reduce the chance of getting pregnant. First and foremost, it depends on the size of the cyst, and if the size is too big, please murchita. So first and foremost, the hemorrhagic cyst, if the size is big, then I would highly suggest taking treatment for that before planning for pregnancy, because any cyst, ovarian cyst or fibroid can get bigger during pregnancy, because the same hormones which is going to feed or take care of the pregnancy, which is the progesterone, that can also boost up the growth of these cysts and fibroids. So there is always a risk that it can get bigger. So if it's too small, nothing to worry, it's not going to be a big problem. But make sure you follow it up in every scan during the pregnancy. Hey. முடிச்சிட்டியா நீ சாப்பிட்டுட்டு So if the size is big, then please take treatment for the hemorrhagic cyst before planning for pregnancy. As I told earlier, getting pregnant is one thing, but having a healthy pregnancy is the bigger vision. So focus on having a healthy pregnancy rather than just getting pregnant and having many complications during pregnancy. Yes, if your periods are regular, hyper or hypothyroidism doesn't matter. There is a fair chance that you can get pregnant. Thank you, Lekha. Same here. Thank you so much for joining. Mama. So, a big wave to all people who have joined. Thank you so much. So, if any doubts, you can ask. Otherwise, I'll call it a close. Is hernia common after delivery? Surgery is compulsory? Hernia is not very common, but there can be a chance because during the pregnancy, the abdomen expands to a larger extent, right? So we have something called rectus abdominis muscle, which is literally split open so that it can create that space which was not present earlier. So it is two vertical muscles present in the midline near your umbilicus on either sides. So as pregnancy advances, this is going to stretch so that it creates that bigger space, ballooning for the uterus to accommodate. So once the baby is born, this gap will not immediately close. This weakness will be present unless and until you start with some physical activity, exercise or walking or core abdominal workouts. So during this phase, there is always a chance that hernia can come. And surgery, it again depends on the size and if there is any complication. So do check out with general surgeon to see what is best in your case. Left side milk secretion stopped in feeding on right side. If it is completely stopped, yes, you can continue with right side, but I would suggest you to take a consult from a lactation consultant in person so that they could help if something works out for you. And if not, continue breastfeeding on right side. That is totally fine. Pre-pregnancy classes, as of now, no. I would try to get in once we get a hold of this post-pregnancy. At 32 weeks now, getting pain in vagina while getting up from bed and switching sides is very hard task while sleeping. This is very common because during pregnancy we have something called physiological changes, which is as pregnancy is advancing, there are so many changes that your body is going through, because of which we can expect few symptoms. So one such is sharp shooting pain in the vagina or external genitalia. That is because of too much of blood flow to that organ, as well as because of the pregnancy hormones itself. So proper rest, adequate rest, hydrate yourself much, and if pain is too much, you can consult your doctor for mild painkillers. It will usually settle with some time. And yeah, it happens with advancing pregnancy. I totally agree, it's going to be a messy, too much of stress to take out, but it happens. After C-section, when can we plan for second baby? Normal delivery or C-section? Please wait for at least 3 years. That birth spacing is very important because your body has gone through a lot of things. Your baby is just born. Your baby is just getting, like every stage of infant and toddler. So concentrate on the growth of the baby as well, and your body will also revive to the normal health. So ideally, if you plan after 3 years, that would be a great spacing. And C-section, minimum 2 years is good, because when you conceive within 1 year, it's going to be a little challenging. I hope answered all your queries. Yes, I think it's time. So thank you so much for everyone who joined today, and hope to see you regularly in sessions. Do ping me your doubts. I'll come up with one topic every live session, and if you show interest towards post-pregnancy, definitely you can reach out to me through Insta messages, and I also post the link to the Tagmango payment gateway. in the story. You can check it out and see you inside the community. Bye bye.